It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Rams' veteran tight end. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Rams and the Bucs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gary. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. He's got Lewis. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. But on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Complete. This is Lewis. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the red zone now, Smith. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Smith. That is caught. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Moore now. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Moore. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll take to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Moore. He'll get this off to ETN. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Moore. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down now, Gary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Gary. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Smith. Baldwin with it over the middle. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a give right side. Gary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gary. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Moore. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bucs entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around.
Well, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Smith. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downhill, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing again is Smith. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. More now from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. To return is Roberts. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lewis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Roberts has it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And a Rams 1st down.
On 1st down, Gary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lewis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Smith. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 26. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before break, Smith. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 2nd down, Gary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Back to throw. Moore. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And this is going to be a Bucs first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
They'll try the left side. McKnight has some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2. Looking to throw. Moore. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Moore on 3rd and 2. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Smith now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Rams.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Yep. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Bucaneers. And some room to run now. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on him, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
More now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Moore. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moore. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams ready to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff up, and the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Smith throwing again.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. His throw incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This to Laporta, right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Moore. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Moore throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Play action. It's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down. Gary had a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Smith now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So now the Bucs down by 8. A minute 47 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Room past the 35. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
I got the sense the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Rams, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.